Hi, this is Dominic, back at my desk. Today we're going to talk about the Blackmagic URSA Cine. It comes in either 12K or 17K. So we're going to go over some of the accessories that we did for this camera. Right now, all we have are some 3D printed parts, so I hope you guys don't mind seeing the very beginnings of the development of this camera. Just like all the other systems, we always start from the bottom and work our way up. So, bottom of this camera, as you can see, there's a bunch of venting on the bottom and top of this camera. You have an airflow path on this, and so when building accessories for this, you need to make sure that all of that stuff stays clear. We did the same thing when we started building our plates, and we don't have any restrictions on that airflow all the way through that system. We have a riser plate here that has an ARCA dovetail. This gives us the ability to run straight to an ARCA adapter plate that is bolted to the top of a bridge plate. So this long rail here mounts to our ARCA adapter plate. This plate here would mount to the top of your bridge plates. This gives you the ability now to run studio rods. This is holding 19 mil rods right now. Slides right on, locks into place. There's some areas on the dovetail that are actually located. This is done on purpose so that every time you put the camera in, it will locate to a given position. The real idea of that is that no matter what, you're always locating to exactly the same spot on that bridge plate. Now we also have rods. So with the rods, these rods actually slide in. Like the Venice and Aries systems, we have dual lockdown areas, so you have two locations that you can lock these rods down. That will prevent them from rotating on you when running lens motors. The other part of this kit would be a top plate. And again, in the top plate, we've actually opened up all the areas so that we have clean airflow at all times. You also see two weird cutouts here. On the top of the body, you have these two ports that are USB-C ports. What we're doing is preventing any obstruction to those USB-C ports, and so you have access for whatever accessories that you're going to be plugging them into. On the top here, we actually have 3 1/4-20 screws that will lock down this top plate right into place. As you can see here, we now have full mounting points, full clearance of all the vents. There are 2 antennas on the back of this camera, and now we don't have any plates that are interfering with that. And then also on the top is their XLR outputs. So now you have your audio inputs and Wi-Fi camera control antennas unobstructed. We are also utilizing the top handle that comes with the camera. This would be part of your core accessory system. So now you have a top handle cheese plate that you can mount all your accessories with, and camera mounting plate giving you proper optical center with your iris rods, whether you're in the 19 mil studio mode or you're going into handheld with your small lightweight rods on the system. The Blackmagic Elite Accessory System will come with the ARCA base plate, an ARCA riser, and the top plate. So now that we have the top plate and base plate and everything on there, we have this little extension block that we can add to the side of this top plate. Is really just to add a few more accessory mounting points further back. So if you wanted to hang a transmitter, audio receivers, or MDRs or something, you have something that you can mount it further back on the camera so you're not locked up onto the physical side. The other things that we add to this is the Elite carry handles. Comes with the standard kit, which is the front and rear upright, a 5-inch middle, and a 1-inch front add-on. And then we have a dual rod bracket. This will allow you to mount the EVF system that comes with your camera. So here is the Elite accessory system for the Blackmagic URSA Cine 12K or 17K cameras. In addition to the core and the Elite accessory system, we've also made battery plate adjustments. One of them being the fact that the camera comes in a B mount only. I'm going to go ahead and take off the Blackmagic B mount, and we're going to show you a Gold Mount Plus. Anton Bauer makes a 26 volt system. That battery is the Gold Mount Plus design. But one of the catches with this is the camera is at an angle in the back of this. If we start stacking things on this, it turns to be a little different. If I put a battery on the back, that's not that big of a deal. But if we are, let's say, using a Bolt transmitter and that onboard battery, you start seeing your accessories kind of grow up in an angle. In this particular case, what we decided to do is build a wedge plate for this. So we'll just take this off real quick. Now the wedge plate's design allows us to mount our accessories perpendicular to the lens again. So here is a wedge plate. One of the things that we offered is there are more mounting points up on the top of this plate, and it is completely flush with where the audio and everything is. So we can either run the B mount or the Gold Mount Plus battery plate. And now we are perpendicular and all of our accessories stack out. The other purpose for this and the size for this allows us to actually mount a new D-box. This will be a 26 volt Gold Mount Plus D-box that has two 24 volt outputs, two 12 volt 2-pin outputs, as well as two P-taps. And then this will mount to the back of the wedge. So now we have that D-box mounted on there. If we're popping our accessories on there, you can see now that everything is staying parallel to the lens. Everything is in alignment. We're maintaining our balance. It's not tipping over backwards. We can also still add our bolt cradles. And now we have our full accessories as it grows out. But now we have full power outputs, powering up the camera, transmitters, everything that you would ever need for a full studio setup, shooting some big time Hollywood stuff. So the idea of any of this is just to give you options. You can stay with B mount, you can go with Gold Mount Plus, you can run with a full D box, and you just get options. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And if you're looking for any more information on these kits, please go to woodencamera.com.